So in my previous Yokai Watch retrospective, I covered the history of the games and the anime, as well as my opinions on their content. However, one subcategory of games that I did not mention, mainly because I'm not too familiar with them, are the Yokai Watch mobile games that Level 5 made, such as Yokai Watch Land, Metal Wars, Kunotori Wars, etc. However, the topic of this video is arguably the most prominent of them, Puni Puni, localized as Wibble Wobble. In the game, you connect these small chibi versions of your yokai, and pop them to deal damage and unleash ultimate moves, like the mainline games, and you go through different levels to defeat various yokai. Gameplay-wise, it's your standard mobile game. But there is one aspect that the game does excel at in my opinion, the yokai. There are so many of them that I don't even know how many there are. A lot of them aren't even yokai, they're just other fictional characters. Yokai are added to the game through various events and campaigns, where a select group of yokai of similar theming are added. This could be adding yokai from a new game, characters from other media like Evangelion and Attack on Titan, other level 5 characters, and my favorite, themed yokai that cosplay different icons, like idols or King Arthur. I absolutely love this concept, so I thought, why not share my own ideas for potential collaborations? So, beginning with this video, I'm starting a brand new video series, where in each video, I'll share my thoughts for a event yokai of a specific collaboration, with artworks included of course. So with all the boring intro stuff out of the way, let's go! Welcome to the unscripted part of the video. Glad to see you here. So yeah, if you hadn't guessed by my overly high-pitched intro, we're talking about Mr. Wahoo Man himself, Mario, and by extension the rest of the Mario cast. So, the way this works is I've made mockups that are fusions of the Yokai Watch characters and the Mario characters, and put the references like around them, so that you can see how the originals look and how I've fused them together. So yeah, starting with the Mario Bros themselves, Mario and Luigi, I fused them with the Koma brothers, Koma-san and Koma-jiro, down here, to make Mario and Luigi-jiro. And I've given them the Mario and Luigi caps, but changed them to K's to fit the Koma name, and also given them mustaches and overalls. I think they're pretty cute designs, and this also kind of works really well because Koma-san and Koma-jiro use fire and thunder respectively, while Mario and Luigi in their RPGs, well, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, they use fire and thunder respectively, so I think that also works. Next up, we have a fusion between Princess Peach and Konami. For newer fans of Yokai Watch, or maybe fans who just only consume English content, Konami is from the recent Yokai Watch anime reboots. She's also been in Puni Puni, and she's Koma-san and Koma-jiro's younger sister. As I just said, I fused her with Princess Peach, and I gave her the iconic Peach dress and Princess Peach's crown. And honestly, yeah, I think she looks very cute. I'd probably buy a plush of this. This is probably my favorite design I made, but I do with the other ones. Then we have the Toad Helpers, Toad and Toadsworth, fused with the Yokai Butlers, Whisper and Very Good Sir. For Whisper, I really didn't know what to fuse him with, so I just kind of fused him with Toad. And I gave him the little Toad hat head thing. I don't know what to call it, I'm just gonna call it a hat. And then for Very Good Sir, I actually did a bit more, and I gave him the hat, I added some glasses, and I changed the clothing color scheme. I made his bow tie red, and his buttons yellow, and his vest purple, to match Toadsworth. Overall, yeah, they're pretty decent designs. They're not my favorite, but they're still pretty good. I also made a fusion between Yoshi and T-Rex, a yokai from Yokai Watch 3. A fun fact, T-Rex's Japanese name, Dinoshi, shares a similar suffix to Yoshi, so that's pretty neat. Yoshi and T-Rex are pretty similar, so it was kind of easy to give this guy a palette swap. I made his head green, I gave him the orange scales of Yoshi. I actually gave him a red and white shirt based off of Yoshi's, well, it's supposed to be a saddle, but they kind of just made it a shell now. And I even gave him these orange and yellow feet, which are meant to mirror Yoshi's boots. Overall, I think it's a very cool design. It's still not my favorite, but it's up there. Next up, we have a fusion of Donkey Kong on the right and Sing Kong. Yeah, as you can see, I really altered Sing Kong's design. I changed his fur color to brown instead of yellow. I removed the jacket, the pants, the microphone entirely and just made him look more like Donkey Kong, giving him like the red tie, the banana, making him more ape-like. I also took off his punk rock mohawk thing and just made him like one tiny little hair piece to mirror Donkey Kong's. So yeah, it's kind of cursed, but I really like this design, ironically and unironically. It's really great. So next to last, we had Bowser and Bowser Jr. Themed around Dragon Lord and Draggy. These were really fun to make, but also the most time consuming because there are so many details on Dragon Lord. For example, let's start with Draggy since that's the most simplest. I changed the orange hair to red to match Bowser Jr.'s hair piece. I made the horns orange instead of purple. There's no like reason why, like any specific design detail. I just kind of did it because it matched the red. Same with the ears. I changed the ears from purple to red/pink to match the overall color scheme of the hair. I kept the head color and the eye colors the same, but I did change this. I made a mouth. There's no mouth actually. Well, snout actually. There's no snout visible here, but I did make one and I colored it with Bowser Jr. snout. And then I colored Draggy's body yellow to match, as well as I made the tail red. And I even changed the bib from this swirly pattern to this, I don't know what this it's supposed to be, like teeth? Yeah, this teeth-like pattern. Then for Dragon Lord, I made his hair a fiery red. I even changed the shading too. So that's really neat. Yeah, the same for not just the hair, but for the body, I also changed the shading. I made the front yellow. I made the scales red to match Draggy. And then I also I made this eye red from yellow just to make it more menacing. And I also changed the horns. But yeah, these are probably my second favorite designs, or maybe tied with Konami Princess Peach. These just look so great. They're exactly what I envisioned when I thought of like a mix-up between the Bowser family and the Draggy family. These are really, really good. I love them. Last but not least, we have the final pair, Shy Guy Jibanyan and Luma Usapion. These are definitely the oddballs, and I made them very simple designs because, I mean, there's not really much I can alter with these characters. Starting off with Shy Guy Jibanyan, you might be probably a bit mad that I didn't make Jibanyan like a major character, but honestly, one, I didn't know what to put him as, and two, it just works actually really well. I removed Shy Guy's little thing at the back, and I converted it into Jibanyan's ears, his cat ears, along with this little like cut mark right there, as well as I gave him a tail. The other tail is there at the back, but it's just not visible, so I just put one. Then with the Luma Usapion, yeah, I mean it's just a Luma with Usapion's disgruntled face and his little spacesuit ears at the top. I mean, we had Sparks and Martin Rabbit Sparks of Hope, and those were kind of cursed, so I mean, it's kind of follows suit, so it is reasonable. But yeah, I do love both these designs. They're very wacky. They're not the most detailed designs, but I think the simplicity just stands out and makes them really good designs. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for listening to my unscripted commentary on Mario and Yokai Watch Puni Puni. Feel free to suggest a collab that you want to see, and I may well bring your idea to life too. And if you like this video, and you're not subscribed already, subscribe for all things Yokai Watch with a mix of other things too. See you next time!